What is happening? What is going on? And what is the deal, man? You are back for another episode here of the Raider Rundown, man. And tonight we are going to be going over the Raiders free agents in detail. Now that we got the coaching staff together, all the staff is really in place. So now we can start looking at who makes sense to keep, who makes sense to go ahead and look for an upgrade. This day has always been coming, right? If you've been here on the Rundown, we've always been talked about there are some hard decisions that have to be made with this team. Fan favorites that might have to go. We're going to get into all that as we go ahead and look deeper into the Raiders free agents. But without further ado, let's go ahead. Let's get the intro started and let's get the show cracking. What is going on, everybody? What is happening once again? You are back for another episode of the Raider Rundown. Make sure you guys are hitting that like button at the very least, helping your boy out. But if you are feeling what you're hearing, you know what I always say, tap on that subscribe button. Come join this Rundown family that we got growing, man. It's always a fire time when I get some of my peoples in the chat to go ahead and help me talk topics, man. And that's exactly what I'm gonna need today, because today we're gonna get into a lot of different things, maybe some tough conversations that must be had, right, about some of these free agents that the Raiders have pending. So we got to go ahead and have them conversation. But before we do any of that, you know how we got to start off any Raider Rundown show that comes on, man. We got to start off with a very special segment, which is man, got to hit it with the roll call. Hey, apologize for the lateness. I ain't gonna lie to y'all though. Going forward, I'm gonna try to be as on time as I can, but bro, and all y'all that got little ones, you already know what time it is, bro. The whole on time shit is null and void at this point. You feel me? It's very null and void. I'll try. Sacktown Raider Mike, man, what's the deal, my guy, man? Salute to you. Appreciate you for coming with your boy on this Saturday evening, man. Usually on Saturdays, man, but y'all coming through, man. So appreciate y'all. Jason Downs from Sacktown to Rundown to Jay Downs. We all on this 100%. It's gonna be a good one, bro. It's gonna be a good one. We're gonna talk a lot about the Raiders and what they should do with some of these guys that maybe we like personally, right? We're gonna talk a lot about that, man. My guy, man, Dev Royal, what's the deal? My guy, salute. What's going on? Eric Raiders, haters, Hunter, man. Salute, nation. Let's continue on the right path to expensive QBs, unless it's Stafford. No expensive QBs, unless it's Stafford, or just get Fields and tighten up the O-line, defense, and get him another wide receiver. I agree. And we can talk about it a little too. I mean, the fact that Aaron Rodgers is dirt cheap, right? I mean, you got to you have to look at that. You wouldn't be doing your job if you didn't, especially since the Jets are paying 9-something million. I believe that's what it is. I think that's the number. If they're going to pay that, I think it's the same thing like Russell Wilson last year, right? When you got him for pennies on the dollar and all that. So you do got to look at that. But I'm right with you, bro. You know me. I want Stafford. If he's available, dog, get Stafford. Now I saw something they're talking about. They want the Giants first round pick, 3rd overall. Like I said, bro, you gotta watch yourself in LA, bro. There'll be new drugs every time that be hitting the streets. You can't fuck around in LA. All right, you gotta stay. The fact that they are over there talking about they want a 1st round pick for Matt Stafford, Sean McVay had to be trying that new shit. Ain't no way. So we'll see how that unfolds. For me, bro, 3rd round, I do one of our 3rd rounds, no question, and go ahead and get Matt Stafford to secure that. Robert Pena, man, my guy, salute. Glad you in here, man. Glad you here. Who else we got up in here, man? Our guy Ben Bad, man. Ben Bad is in the building. What's going on, man? Salute. EC Everett in the building, man. What's going on? Salute. Yes. Hold on. Okay, man. I can't put it up. I don't know why it's acting weird. But either way, oh, there we go. Champ did not make final cut for interviews. He is staying. I don't think he made the final cut for the Jaguars interviews either, which is I don't want to say funny, but it's like this man been interviewing for years. And it always it leads back to the same path. It leads back with us. So I don't know. Is there something he's not doing in his interviews? Is there something that he's not really doing? When he's going out to speak with these teams that he can't get hired other places, or like what's the deal? But same time, you do like the continuity because Spy Tech is fairly new. So, a person that would help build out scouting department would be Champ Kelly, right? Whatever the Raiders got in place right now, Champ Kelly helped build as far as scouting and what they're looking at and sending scouts to. So that's good. That's good that he's here, bro. That's good that he's back. So, Spy Tech ain't got to start from the ground. It's a better sense of what's going on. But it is kind of weird that he can't really. You know what I mean? It's kind of weird. Man, Raiders full Chris, man. What's going on, big dog, man? Yeah, happy to share the screen with you yesterday, man. What's good with you, bro? Glad you're here on a Saturday evening, man. Oh, our guy Prez, man. Raiders resistance in the building, man. Salute. Always a good time with Prez in the building, man. Salute all my people, man. Our guy Jeff. What's going on? Yes, sir. Tony. Yes, sir. Showing that love, man. What's going on, man? SoCal Sal as always, man. What's going on? J&N Galindo, always showing that love, man. We got Rafa in the building, man. What's going on? Jose Delgado, what's the deal, man? What's the deal? DK, Fields ain't it. Metcalf? Hey, if that's the case, man, we gotta listen to what the fuck you said. Fields ain't it. Let's get somebody else. Me too, bro. I woke up 5 minutes before the show. Thank God I heard the cries, bro. Because if not, wouldn't be no show tonight. I'll tell you that right now. Baby Rundown saved the show. If he wasn't waking my ass up, this show's probably not happening right now. Dre for sure. What's the deal, man? Salute, salute. All right, man. Let's go ahead. We got all the people in here. You already know what time it is. Make sure you guys hitting that like button. Share this thing out so we can get some more people to join the Rundown fam. And if you're feeling what you're hearing, make sure you guys are tapping on that subscribe button so you're not missing none of this dope content. Right? So let's go ahead. Let's get into it, bro. We got Raiders free agents on the docket this evening, right? We're going to go ahead and talk about who the Raiders should keep, who they, who they're kind of fringe guys and who guys I'm okay with letting go, right? And then we do this so that we can go into the mock draft with kind of thoughts and sense about what direction we're going. You feel what I'm saying? Like me personally, I could do a mock draft right now, but then I thought about it. I'm like, we kind of got to see what's going on with the free agents before we get into the mock draft. No, because it's like, how can I fully know where to go and what positions and what round if I don't know what we did in free agency at the very least, like re-signing our guys, right? That's how I think about it. So because again, like say if we lose Adam Butler, say if we lose a Trayvon Merritt, say if we lose these guys, which we'll talk about, but say if we lose some of these guys, these are examples that now alters what you kind of got to do in certain rounds, right? So we're going to look at that first. I think we're doing ourselves a disservice if we just go into a whole mock draft and we're like, oh no, yeah, we who cares about what we resign? Like, nah, let's do it right. Go through the free agents that we got right here, and also at the same time, we're gonna go through the amount of money that we do have. Right, we're gonna go down with the bread, how much it will cost, and how much we will have left after we are done re-signing all our people, right? So let's go ahead. Let's get into it. I got the free agents pulled up, but at the same time, I want to be cool with the numbers. So if somebody could either type it in the chat or whatever the case, what is the Raiders cap space number right now? How much cap space do they have? The right. There we go. We back. Lord Jesus, bro. I need to stop having so many people in my goddamn house. I think that's what it is, bro. It's like 80 people still in the house. But either way it goes, we are back. Where I leave off, where we go at. Okay, we talking about the money. That also has the money taken out already for the drafted players. Okay, so there we go. So I think we were supposed to have over 100 mil. Right now we got 92 mil. We here. No, type, huh? Type. Baby got to get his own internet, bro. It's too much. Man, I got my damn sister here, his auntie here, other people here. It's a lot. It's a lot over here. But regardless of it, we should be cool. We back. So let's go ahead and start talking about what we got to do as far as free agents. Now I said we got 92 mil. So let's go ahead and start off that. And we're gonna start on the defensive side of the ball, bro. We're gonna start on the defensive side of the ball and really get into it. Okay, so let's go ahead. Hold on. Share the screen. Share the screen. Share the screen. All right. Let's see. Hopefully y'all can see. Yeah, here we go. Now let's start on the defensive side of the ball. Right. Let's get into it. Now, Adam Butler. That's the first one. Right. Adam Butler is the first name on the docket. What does he be resigned, or do we look for an upgrade? I'm gonna let y'all go ahead and answer that first. Does he get paid, or do we look for an upgrade? What y'all think? Adam Butler. Go ahead. Let me know. Let me know. And as we answer right here, I'm pulling up his number, and I do have my answer on what I think the Raiders should be doing. 100%. But I want to go ahead and hear from you guys, man. Like, what do y'all think the Raiders should do with Adam Butler? What's the number? How do we go ahead and deal with that? As I look in the chat, Butler on a value deal, re-sign, keep him, Butler back at $2 million, re-sign at right price. Okay, I'm seeing all that. And I agree with the simple fact, I think we should re-sign him. I do think we should re-sign him. And I'm looking at the market value on Spotrac. It's only $2.9 million to re-sign this man. Now, you're looking at probably 2-year deal, like some of y'all are saying, which is nothing. With then averages out to $5 million around there, or maybe 6, something around there per, for the whole thing. So honestly, bro, it's not that bad to get him. Honestly, it's really not that bad to get him. You can honestly get that, and that's pennies on the dollar. Because look, like I said, we got 92 mil, right? We got 92 mil to really, really get down with. So if you're looking, he's not going to count that much over the cap, bro. He's really not. So now if we're sticking with Adam Butler, 2 years, $8 million, give him 5 guaranteed. I agree with this right here. I agree. So for me, I say he gets paid, right? He gets paid. We go ahead, we give him that bread, 2-year deal. That's one of the first free agents that we go ahead and sign. Now, it wouldn't be the first free agent that I signed, right? Just to make a point. But if we're just for the sake of the list, yes, he's getting re-signed. If we're starting on the defensive side, he's getting re-signed. He's only 30 years old. Now, usually when defensive linemen hit the 30-year-old range, they start decreasing. But last year, he showed he had a lot left in the tank, and we have a lot of dudes where it's like we're not depending on just him, right? So, yes, re-signed. Good little, I think over the cap, he'll probably count, $6 million over the cap, something like that. He probably count something slight. So, realistically, not really tripping about getting Adam Butler back at a right price. So let me go ahead and get that right. $6 million over the cap. That's nothing, bro. That's nothing. We still got like $86 million to play with. Feel what I'm saying? We still got $86 million to play with right there. So we good, right? We're good. Keep in mind, we still got to, talk about who we can get as far as outside free agents. But as of right now, we still got $86 million. Are we allowed to sign our old free agents now? I don't think, not yet, but it's coming soon. Underneath, K'Lavon Chaisson. All right, my people, how we feeling, man? Does he get paid, or do we look for an upgrade? How we feeling with K'Lavon Chaisson? I have my answer 100%. But y'all go ahead, man. Y'all go ahead. How do we feel? K'Lavon Chaisson, re-sign? Does he get paid, or do we look for an upgrade? What's the deal with it? What's the deal? As I'm looking in the chat, I see. Let me see what y'all talking about. For me, personally, I'm getting re-signed. He was balling 100%. 100%. I think if we're looking at K'Lavon Chaisson, I would re-sign. Or yep, I'd re-sign. He gets paid. He gets paid for me. And looking at it, right? Contract value, $3.4 million. That's what it's being kind of listed as. 3.4 is the going rate for him. 2-year deal. So now, again, another important piece on the D-line you getting for under 10 mil, right? So you're looking at that, your little 2-year deal, maybe $7 million against the cap. He going to count $7 million against the cap. If it's me, I'm going to re-sign that. And I see a lot of y'all are saying the same thing, pretty much the same thing. Yeah, Yeah, I agree. Now if he wants to get a 3-year deal, I think it'd be like a 2-year deal with a 3rd-year option, something like that. But for sure, the for sure amounted 2 years where you can get that like that. Now, so I'm looking for me like 7 mil against the cap, right? Like that's what we're gonna hit 7 mil against the cap. So let's go ahead and get those numbers right. Hold on. Uh-huh. So if I get that, we got 79 mil left, right? We got 70. This is like when you go to the store in the mall and shit, and your parents give you $20 when you little and shit, and they're like, hey man, buy what you want with this $20. You know that you got a ration. We can't fuck around and just do the whole thing, bro. We got a ration. If we buy one big ass thing with the $20, we won't feel fulfilled. We will not feel fulfilled. So we got to continue and really, really look at what we want to do and be smart with this money. So 3.4, 7 mil against the cap. We got it. So far, we have re-signed Adam Butler. We re-signed Calebon Chason. Okay, so those are 2 good pieces on our D-line. Now let's go ahead down to the next name, which is Divine Diablo. I don't think we gotta waste no time on that. All right, so I think money saved. Money saved. Let's go ahead and move on. All right, we ain't got to talk about that at all. Yep. We ain't got to talk about that one at all. Paid or upgrade. We all know what that is. All right, so let's move on. We're not even going to talk about that one. We appreciate his service, though. Salute to him. We appreciate the service. Now, Marcus Epps. Another. Now, but before I continue, bro, let me ask y'all. I don't want to be selfish. Let me not be selfish. How do y'all feel about Divine Diablo? Does he get paid or do we look for an upgrade? Let me ask y'all. All right, I know how I feel. So it's very easy for me to just say fuck that. But I do want to hear from y'all. I want to hear. How do we feel? How do we feel? Diablo owes us no cap. No cap. I need some money back from what I've watched. I'm not even gonna lie. I need some bread back. Because what I watched, I feel like he's costed me real stress points. I'm not even gonna lie. Fuck that shit. Spend the whole thing on beer, women. Yeah, no, for real. That's better suited. At least I know that's gonna get me the desired result. I know that for sure. Dev Royal, pass. Raider Pete. See, okay, this is what I want to hear. Diablo is Stan, like him or not. Depth is an issue. See, this is the thing. What Diablo does, I can draft that. Right? Like that's why would I have to pay money for what Diablo does? That for me personally, right? Like you at like just me. I feel like I could get somebody, a late round linebacker, that can do exactly what Diablo is giving me. Now, probably not at the exact level as of right now that he's at, but I feel like it'll be pretty damn close. And don't forget, we still do have Amari Burney. We still do have Gainer. Right? We still do have, even though some of y'all don't like him, Eichenberg is still going to be on the squad. There's depth, right? There's depth. We need starters. We need dogs. And I'm not going to pay nobody to be no backup. That's just what it is for me. I'm not going to pay nobody to be no backup. So now we move on to the next name, which is Marcus Epps. Does he get paid or do we look for an upgrade, folks? What we doing? Yo, why do I feel Dre? Real quick, are you talking about Bassa? Are you talking about that dude from Oregon, bro? Is that what you meant? I knew that's what the fuck you was talking about. And the reason I knew is because the Senior Bowl, bro, he was showing his natural ass in the Senior Bowl, bro. He was going off. And I wrote down his name. Let me see. Yeah, he in my notes. He's in my notes, bro. That motherfucker was doing his thing in the Senior Bowl. And I wouldn't mind getting him nice little 4th round, 5th round pick. If that's the case. Now, I got to see what he does in the combine. Like, I want to see, like, his splits, how he moves. But if he moves right, I fuck with him, too. I like him, bro. He's real. I'm glad you brought that up. But next is Epps. Now, this one, I'm not going to say it's a tough one, but this is one, it hurts a little, right? It hurts a little because, honestly, I liked Epps. Okay, I did. And it's not like, for me, the play wasn't that horrendous for me to be like, oh, fuck that, he can never come back. But, you know, he just got dealt a bad hand, dealt a bad card, bro. He got hurt. And then, not saying it's terrible, but then he had people step up in that place, right? We saw Palomar, which we'll talk about, but we saw Trayvon Merrick, ascend to different heights to where you looked and you said, is he necessary? Right? Is that necessary? So for me, another one, we got 2 in a row now where we look for the upgrade. For me, I would say I'd look for the upgrade. And we're gonna the safety position, I might cause a stir. I might cause a stir with our safety position just because I have a take that I think I shared last night. And if you didn't hear it, I'm going to share it right now for y'all. But I do have a take on our safety position that's intriguing to me. But for Marcus Epps, bro, he just got dealt that bad hand for the injury, bro. And we saw other people step up in his place. And with those other people, I liked what I saw. So it's just that's a casualty, right? He's going to be one of those where he's got to get the pink slip off. I wouldn't say because he's trash or whatever the case is, just again, bad hand. So let me hear what y'all talking about, man. That safety, you talking about Watts, Xavier Watts? I like him too. I like that Texas guy, Makuba. Makuba is cold. I like that. We got some guys, bro, that we can really talk, that we can look at in the safety position that are not bad, bro. That are definitely not bad. Now, would I like to take that money or, not re-sign one of these safeties and replace him with a rookie? Ideally, no, because there's some guys in free agency that I'd like to re-sign, that I like to sign. But the world is not over if we don't re-sign some of our free agent safeties. I will say that. But Dre says let him walk. That's where I'm at. Keep Epps for the low. Okay. If you were to keep Epps, let's just go for the sake of posterity, and we're like, okay, we're gonna try to keep him and see what that would look like as far as okay, he's coming back. Where is he? Here we go. All right, the market value for Marcus Epps, what I'm seeing, bro. Oh man, it's only $1.8 million, bro, and you probably re-sign him for a year. So I mean, if you wanted to bring him back for like a clear meal, that's nothing. Right? If that's the case, I mean, it's only 1.8 mil, damn near 2 mil for a year. So I mean, against the cap, he's only counting for like 2 mil, bro. Like that's it. So I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad. Like if you wanted to bring him back for veteran depth, and you wanted to bring him back to say like we need a veteran in the room, sure. But honestly, bro, like he's not the starter, right? He's not the starter. I don't see that anymore. I see more high end talent from other guys. So that's definitely where I think, man. Dre for sure. Palomino is bigger, faster. See, this is what I'm saying. And we're gonna talk about him in a minute. Once we get to him, bro, it's gonna be bad. Some of those names like Eichenberg are practice squad warriors. My man, Diablo is not a consistent starter. So what is he? Right? Like it's not like we're replacing Diablo with fucking, or we're replacing Fred Warner. Like, you know what I mean? Like, Javon Diablo, we'll be all right. You know what I mean? We'll be all right. When somebody, as far as you're just talking about depth, right? Because you brought up depth. I can get other dudes to give me depth, right? Like that's fine. I need a starter. And what he's getting gonna I'm not gonna say it's a huge amount of money, but I'm just not gonna give him that money for a second to third string linebacker. It just can't happen. Right? Like I need a starter next to Spillane. And we'll talk about Spillane in a minute. But and y'all already know what that is, but I need a starter. He's not consistent enough for that for me. So if we continue to look, bro, Raider, but he does say Epps is cooked, right? You are saying that Epps is cooked. That one I do agree with. I agree with you there. We're kind of on different planes with the Diablo thing, but I agree with you here, and that's okay. Just one of those casualties of IR and balancing the books. Exactly. You saying it 100% right, bro. Like we got to balance the books, and he wanted them casualties. So that's okay, man. That's okay. Got to say, Eagles did just fine without Epps, just saying talented, but I'm ready to have a bigger range safety. Yeah, I'm ready to have more range. I think that's my problem. We don't have that much range, bro. And when I say that, I mean as though like our safeties ain't going sideline to sideline, covering and doing all these things. It seems like we're very limited in that aspect right now. Now there is one that I do see, but even him, he kind of, he struggles a little bit. But so now we let go of Epps. Big one now. Here is the one where we got to really, really talk, and we got to have these tough conversations. Remember when I kept talking about purging things, right? And I kept talking about there are going to be some guys where it's like, yeah, we love them, but we ain't won shit. This is one of them guys. And we talking about Nate Hobbs, right? We're talking about Nate Hobbs. Now, if we have, how do I say this? You know what? If we had somebody that I feel is in the background, the foreground, that could come in and play, I'd probably be okay with letting Nate go, right? I'd probably be okay because this is the thing. On Spotrac, I see he's listed for $2.9 million. Only a year, right? Only a year that he would get signed, like only a 1-year contract for $2.9 million. So obviously for that number, you're like, oh, immediately sign me up, get paid. We all kind of know, bro, like that's not going to be the contract. I don't see that. A year? Now, when I do hear that number, though, what have we talked about all the time with Nate Hobbs, right? This is nothing new that we're speaking about right now when it comes to the man can't stay on the field. And there's been multiple times we've been on this show here. I've been on other shows where it's like we continue to say these things, and then when the time comes, people be shocked that the number is what it is, bro. This number, there's no way that Nate Hobbs is really worth $2.9 million. That's it for just a year, right? I really feel somebody else is going to throw some bread at him where it's more than that. I definitely do. But I don't think it's going to be that high to the point where we really are getting outbid. That's the thing. So if we're not getting outbid and it's a short-term, small contract, I'll go ahead and say I'd re-sign Hobbs because we don't have anybody in the background to come in and replace him. We don't, right? And that's, man, feel me? Injured too often, bro. Injured too often. I agree. And we see this, I would be fine, but then we don't have nobody to replace him. And I think we have to re-sign him because if we don't, bro, we're fucked. We're screwed. Or, now I don't know if we can do this, because we do continue to get, mocked to Will Johnson. But there are a couple of cornerbacks on the free agent market that I think we can re-sign. But they're more outside guys, right? They're more outside guys. I don't see a lot of and even if we were to lose Hobbs and got Will Johnson, still have the dilemma of who's going to play the slot, right? We still don't know who the slot is. So I think you got to re-sign him based off of need. Now, but you're going to have to probably draft somebody that can be, a backup, a sensible backup, to where you pretty much know you're signing Hobbs and he's going to miss 4 to 5 to maybe 6 games. Maybe out the year. You only going to get 11. You only going to get 11 games out of the 17 from Hobbs, right? Like, you're paying him knowing that. So you're going to have to go ahead and get somebody else as far as maybe to back him up for depth, right? Because when I look at our depth, it's not a lot. And so maybe, well, as far as slot corner goes, not a lot of depth for slot corner, right? You talk about outside, maybe there's a little bit more, but not slot. So we got to figure that out, bro. We definitely got to figure that out. Hobbs, $3 million, 3 years, lock it in. I don't think he takes that bread, though. I don't know if he takes that money. That's nothing. In cornerback terms, bro, that's barely paying the bills. That is barely paying the bills if you're talking about this in cornerback terms of money. So it's like that. I don't know. That number, I don't know, bro. I really feel like somebody's going to throw some more bread at him than that. More years at least, right? Because somebody's going to take that chance, bro. Somebody's going to take that chance. And we as fans and probably us as a team, like, we know what he is and we know what he brings when he's healthy. But then that's the problem. I said when he's healthy. So, but another team can have this conversation like we are. And they're like, hey, well, you know what? Well, maybe he just has a healthy year with us and we'll get the full thing. Just like, guess what Josh Jacobs just did, right? Like, I mean, there's only been a couple years where Josh Jacobs was not missing games, right? It was not. Now you go to Green Bay and all of a sudden the man plays all 17. And now we see what it looked like. Some team is going to try it, but are we willing to get in a bidding war for that is the question. So until we see all those unforeseen events, we'll go off the number that we see right here. And if we're gonna say this, we're gonna go off of 2.9 mil, which is, let's say, I'll say 2 years for me. Let's be fair. 2 years, I give him another 6 mil over the cap, right? Another 6 mil, right? So let's go a 2-year deal to be generous, right? 2-year deal to be generous, another 6 mil over the cap. If we're doing that, we're left with a good 73 mil still in money, right? 73 mil in money we still have, which is good, right? Which is good. So I think we're still there, bro. We still doing what we're supposed to do. Now, going into it, right? Damn, I think I just fucked up. Hopefully, I didn't just fuck up or something. Hold on. You say. Okay. Now, going into it. Who else we got left? Now, after Nate Hobbs, we do have Darnay Holmes. Now, I did just talk about that, but y'all let me know right now before I do move on. My bad. I'm over here fucking up my own game. Get paid or look for an upgrade with Nate Hobbs. What we doing? Get paid or we looking for an upgrade? A lot of people say resign. Okay. Clauses, add clauses for injuries, putting up points, etc. Okay. I see a lot of people, you want to resign them, but it has to be at the right price and obviously at the right amount of years and incentives, right? Like, oh shit. Oh, hey, well, I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad. Like I said, if he does move on, I'm not gonna shed no tear, bro. I'm really not. Like, some of y'all are probably gonna come out here. There's gonna be some creators that come out here and the world's over. We lost Nate Hobbs. Whatever will we do? Like, come on, dog. All right, we saw Nate Hobbs for only 60% of the year, most of the times. So it is what it is, bro. Motherfucker, like the Easter Bunny. I mean, it's only a couple times. Only a couple times a year I'm gonna see the man. That's it, right? It's only a couple times a year I'm gonna see you. Other than that, bro, we know what the deal is. So we're not gonna do all that, bro. We are not gonna do all that. But he gets a bag. Exactly, bro. Like, if somebody wants to pay this man a bag, happily do it. I'm glad for him. I'm happy for him. He's a 5th-round pick. You're supposed to get all the money you can while you playing the game. So, of course, I'm not going to be mad if he leaves, bro, and he gets a big bag. That's what you're supposed to do to feed your fam. And if it ain't with us, man, may God bless him. But as of right now, bro, we got to do what's smart for us. We are in a very, very fickle and fragile state right now. We can't just be spending money willy-nilly. It just can't happen. This is what scares me, but this is the thing, right? This is the thing, Jason. D-Cam ain't no slot. If we put D-Cam in the slot, dog, we might as well kiss. We might as well say we causing this man career suicide if we did that. I'm not even gonna lie, bro. Nobody cared about his well-being if they put that man in the slot. He is not built for that. He's not. He's not fluid enough in the hips. He can't get down and break down like that. So if we were to do that, bro, I don't think somebody's having the necessary conversations to really help this man in his career, in my opinion. Let me see, man. You see Hobbs less than you see the Tooth Fairy visiting a crackhead. Exactly. Exactly, bro. Exactly. So we going here, right? Darnay Holmes. This is a guy now, when you talk about depth, right? Depth. This is a guy that I wouldn't be mad if we re-signed, but then, I think Jeff said it earlier, bro. Some of these little contracts will add up to, but then for me, this is a little year contract. You know what I mean? If you wanted to bring back Holmes, I didn't think he was overly great where you're like, oh yeah, it's a definite re-sign. But as far as depth pieces, I did like what he did as far as last year. If he did have to come in a pinch, if he did come, and he knows Patrick Graham's system as well, so it's not a lot of learning that will have to go on, really getting into the system. He came in, and it looked like he knew what he was doing off the jump, even though he was new. So I would bring him back off of the depth value. I'm looking at his market value, only $1.3 million for a year. So that's nothing. That's chump change, right? You go ahead. I'd do that. So, again, Darnay Holmes, how would y'all feel, though? Get paid or look for an upgrade? What we doing, man? Now, obviously, we keep in mind this is like a depth piece, bro. This ain't nobody we're sitting here. Starter. He's going to be a starter. But what did we just say about Hobbs? We got to get somebody for the other 6 games, dog. We know we paying Hobbs for 17, but we only getting 11. We got to get somebody else for the other 6. If he had to come in for the pinch, I'm not mad. I'm not angry if he had to come in for the pinch. But y'all let me know, man. Y'all let me know. Does Darnay Holmes get paid or do we look for an upgrade? How we feeling? JB might work in the slot. Here's the thing: I don't want to take him from where he was just showing success. Right now we're stopping development and growth. Right? If we're telling JB to now go into the slot, and we just saw him have his first good year out on outside, right? Like I feel like now we're doing a disservice to the player. But who knows? It could be it could be a good thing. But for me, I just saw him do good and outside. I don't want to ruin that development that we saw. Right? Like that was me. I see a lot of people, man, resign. He played well last year. Yeah, I'd do it. I'd resign. Holmes is fine as depth. Oh, yeah. Alec, he says one love an upgrade over Diablo. When we get into the free agent portion of this, right? When we start talking about other outside guys that we can sign, there are some guys, bro. I have been beating the drum for Dre Greenlaw. I've been beating the drum. If I can get him next to Spillane, it's over. Over with. That is exactly what I want. Should have kept a Meek. I mean, probably. But I still wouldn't like a Meek as no starter, though. Let's be honest. I'm not gonna take a Meek as no starter. All right, Lee, I see you. I'm not taking him as no starter. Hold on. But yeah, I'm not taking this man as no starter, bro. You tripping. Well, I'm not saying you tripping, but in general, Meek, I don't think is a clear starter. So I just did the math for us. Now we still got 72 mil over the cap. Right? We still got 72 mil over the cap that we can play with. And we have now re-signed. If I'm looking at all the guys we've re-signed so far. Chason, Butler, Hobbs, Darnay Holmes. Now, this next one, how y'all feel? For me, if we're talking about John Jenkins, right? I think we can find an upgrade, bro. I think we can find an upgrade. And for the simple fact for me of saying, like, it's the age factor, bro. Like, I mean, he's almost 40. I just don't think there's too many positive years left, right? Like he's about to be 37 this year. I think we can find an upgrade for Jenkins. I do. And that's not to say he's been playing bad, like for his age and what we were asking him to do. 100%. 100% he did what he was supposed to do. But again, this is just another one of them casualties, right? I think he's another one of them casualties for the age. You know, I think we could find an upgrade in the draft. We could find one for sure, right? Because not only is Mason Graham available, which I do like Mason Graham, but he has a teammate, which if we keep Adam Butler and lose John Jenkins, you know, Mason Graham's teammate in Kenneth Grant is somebody that can be a great person to kind of supplement for John Jenkins, right? If you lose Jenkins, you can kind of push in Kenneth Grant or Dion Walker, however you say it, from Kentucky, right? You can get him. I think there's a guy, Andreas Pebbles, I believe, from Virginia Tech. I like that. Like, there are some guys in the draft, like this D tackle class, as far as the interior D lineman, is very good. It's very good. So we'll be able to find some depth. And for what we need Jenkins, what he does, right, which is the run stopper, which is we're really not asking this man to do a lot of the pass rush. We're really asking this man to set the edge, or not set the edge, but set the line of scrimmage and really, really make havoc and cause havoc in that run game. So I think we can replace him in the draft, right? Another casualty. So that'll just be me. CJ West. I see Jason Downs, right? CJ West. That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, there are guys in this draft that we can replace that with. So I think this is a casualty that we might go ahead and have to just incur. So that would be me. But I'm asking y'all, of course, man. I see y'all get paid to look for an upgrade with John Jenkins, man. Big Jank. How we feel, man? How we feel? I see a lot of let him walk in. Yeah, bro, let him walk into the sunset. I agree. I appreciate everything Big Jank did, bro. But I mean, like, the man's almost 40 years old, bro. I think we got to find somebody with a little more spring in the legs. Just a little bit more spring, a little more power in the hands, in the step. Jenkins, let him walk. Agreed. He has lost too much of a step. Yeah, I don't think last year was as good as the year before. I think he still played good for what his age was, but it wasn't as good as the year before. I agree. Yeah, bro, you almost 40. It's a wrap. Jank age is a big factor. You need to get younger there now. Yep, it's time to get younger, bro. It is. It's time. Now, we do have some guys in there like Luwalu and, some other guys that did show up last year. I don't know if Luwalu is a free agent or if we signed him, but, there's some guys that did show up, but I think I would go in the draft, bro. There are some guys in the draft I really, really, really like. I mean, there's an Oregon guy, interior D lineman. We done talked about a couple. Like, there are some guys I really like that we can get. So let him go ahead and do his thing, bro. I appreciate him though. This is one of those. Give him the pink slip. Thank you for your service. There we go. That's it. Rather bring Warren Sapp. Motherfuckers damn near the same age at this point. I ain't gonna lie. But okay, EC says if you want a true zero tech, Caldwell that's his name, or Caldwell from Oregon. He's nice, bro. He's nice, yeah. 5th, 6th round, he has some pass rush upside too. Yeah, bro, good zero tech right there. And again, there are a lot of guys like that in the draft where they look good. So yeah, we go ahead and look for the upgrade with Big Jank. That's cool. The one, Malcolm Koonce is next. Now, of course, for me, it all depends on the money. It all depends on the money. He has to be back for the right price. I like Koonce. I really do. And I like, the work he's been putting in, the time on task where it looks like this man is really, really honing in his craft. And I see a lot of people like Max Crosby and all these guys talk about him. And I understand that. I get it. But I will be the only person to still say it. And I don't care if I am the only one. I've only seen 1 year. Dog. Like, and if we're gonna do what we're about to do, and some of y'all, I'm gonna ask the question, we got to be 100% fucking sure. 100% sure, right? Because now, with Malcolm Koonce, we're looking at a 20 mil average salary, looking 2 to 3 years. So that's 40 mil. That's 40 mil that we're looking at right here. Now, could he take a discount? Sure. He could take a discount, whatever the case. He's still going to make like 15 mil. Damn near 12, 15. Now, we can say 1 year, prove it all we want. We can. And if he takes that, so be it. I like to be pleasantly surprised. I would like to be pleasantly surprised and say, oh, shit, he took a shorter deal than I thought he was going to take. So, yeah, let's hope. Let's hope that's what it. But as of right now, we're going to go off what Spotrack's telling us. We got to go off what Spotrack's telling us. And they telling us 20 mil for 2 years or 2 to 3 years at a 40 mil to 60 mil cap hit, right? Or that's not the cap hit, but either way, like that'd be the entirety of it. And the cap hit would be like 20 mil, right? The cap hit would be like 20 mil. But still, bro, this is why. Look, Spotrack smoking that wacky. He's not going to command 20 after their injury, which I would say too. I don't think he is. That's a high ass number, to be honest with you. But again, he is a pass rusher. And when I say these things, there are multiple people that start coming on my case and like, oh no, you saw what he did 2 years ago. There's gonna be somebody, no question, to give him that money, and they're gonna do this and that. So then, for the people that are on that side, right, we got to indulge that. It's still 20 mil, and if those people on that side are right, and I'm being 100% honest with y'all. Y'all know me, I can't sugarcoat shit. If this man want 20 mil a year, where the pink slip at? Give it to him, bro. Give him the pink slip. Go ahead, let him have it. You feel what I'm saying? Because as of right now, I'm not doing that. 20 mil, 40 mil, he's making damn near. Nah, bro. Nah. And I know a lot of y'all like Koonce. I like Koonce, but not for I don't like him 40 mil enough. I don't, bro. Like, because of what I saw 2 years ago, this warrants a 20 mil contract. Let's just say that is what it is. Stop it. That's what I'm talking about. Sometimes, like, we got to have like tough conversations because it does not warrant that. That's too much money. That is way too much bread. Now, what y'all are saying, oh man, a year, 2 years, maybe under 10 mil. Oh, 100%. 100% sign me the fuck up. We there. Sign me up. We go ahead and get it in. But I don't know. I don't know if he will take that. Because when is the next time he'll be due for a contract? He'll be 30. Like this is what we do have to realize with these players sometimes. Like a lot of us got to get out of the fucking fan mindset when it comes to these things sometimes, bro, and put yourself in the position of the business, of the money, and of what would you do? Understand, bro, 26 years old for a pass rusher. He could, have some great years left, but he was a 3rd-round pick, bro. He ain't seen that much money. He ain't seen that much bread in his career. This is a chance to get some bread, right? It is, bro. Like, you got to be honest with yourself, because the next time he would be due for another contract, he's damn near 30. And we know how it goes with D linemen and 30, and when they get 30 years old. He has to cash in, bro. He has to cash in. And he's with athletes first and shit. They're going to tell him the same thing I'm telling y'all. Let's not be deceived. Right? Like, they are going to tell him the same thing, bro. Like, you got to get paid. You're coming off an injury. You only had 1 year of production. We might not have this chance again, dog. Like, we got to do what the fuck we got to do. So if somebody say he wants to come back, he like Max, he like us as fans, and we offer him that 10 mil. Oh, okay, cool. It's all good and dandy. But say Team X over here offers this man 15 to 18 mil. You think 10 mil? He packing his bags. He's gone. Bro, like this. That's it. So again, I love Koonce, but it has to be for the right price. And if we lose him off of a situation like that, where we offer this man a nice, cool contract for a short term, but we get outbid and another team offers him like $5-8 more million than us, then so be it. I'm going to be honest with y'all, bro. I'm not going to shed no tear. We just re-signed Chason earlier in this video, right? So going off of what we did and what we've already done, I'm not going to shed a tear off that if we do that, bro, because, again, we just got Chason for $3.4 million. Okay, so what is more of a steal for my people in the chat? What's more of a steal? Getting Chason at $3.4 million or having to sign Koonce close to a $20 million contract? Let's say it's not $20 million. Let's just bump it down to 15. Let's say he wants to get 15 million. What's more bang for buck? Let's be honest, right? Like, let's be 100% honest. And these are the conversations that we have to have, bro. Chason, we just got him. Can we get somebody in the draft to then come out and give us even more depth? Maybe, right? Especially if we ain't getting no quarterback in the first round. The goddamn possibilities of what we can do are endless, right? Because now if we talking about we want an edge, we want to get an edge, maybe in the first round, maybe in the second round. There are guys, right? You talking about shit, James Pierce from Tennessee. You talking about them boys from Georgia, right? Walker. Right, I think he's one, but I got to get my boy Trey on here, bro, because there are some dudes from Georgia, linebackers, pass rushers that can do some work. Obviously, you're talking about Mike Green, right, from Marshall. That's another one. But there are multiple guys, bro, that we can look at in the draft as well if you want to talk about depth. And Chason be your starter. I'm not mad at that. Based off what I saw, if we're just going to go off recency bias and go off what we just saw, this shit, I just saw Chason give me a good year. Why can't I just pay that? Right? That's what we doing with Koonce. Most of us, that's what we love to do with Koonce. Like, oh, look what he did 2 years ago. Well, shit, look what Chason did last year. And I'm getting him for $3.4 million. Come on now. But I will still pay him 15 for 1 year. Good. Now, I mean, if you wanted to, you could. It's not bad. It's not bad. Now, when we get into the other parts of free agency, right, where we got to sit here and we're like, now we got to re-sign or sign some other guys to come in here and now upgrade our roster. That 15 mil, you're going to look at it, right? You're going to look at it and say, okay, we got rid of that. We could have had this, but we got this. So let's hope it works out. But
let's see. Let's see. I won't cry if Koonce walks. Nah, I wouldn't. I wouldn't cry. I wouldn't cry if Koonce walks. If Buffalo offers him 12 to 15, he's going, thank you. Yeah, that's come on now. Oh, come on now. We talking about the Bills? Oh, yeah, he's gonna do that. He's gonna do that. On a 1 year prove it deal at $8 million guaranteed. He makes 8 years and is up for another contract next offseason. If he stays healthy and produces, he gets a bigger deal. Oh, I would love to do that. I would hope he does that. I think we were gonna do something like that, then we just gotta steal. We gotta steal. And the way that Max is talking, and all that, it looks like he'll be back. But again, man, like we saying, if this man gets offered that bag, bro, like it's gonna be hard for him to say no to that. Very, very hard for him to say no to that. I would say pull up over to Cat and our lads if you really want to see who's available. Well, yeah, if we talking about other free agents, we definitely gonna do that. We talking about the Raider free agents, we're gonna wait for that. But that over the cap is something that we definitely gonna use when we talking about other free agents for sure. Let's see, man. Oh yeah, Green's going first round. But if a lot of us, I like Abdul Carter, right? I liked Abdul Carter. So that was an edge right there. And whatever the case, I'm not saying that Mike Green is that, but I'd still get an edge in the first round if that's what came down to it. And then with Mike Green, I could trade back and still get Mike Green, damn near. So I'm not too mad, bro. Like if that's really what I wanted to do, and that's something that I honestly was like 100% stuck in my conviction, like we need an edge, and that's what I wanted to draft. There's ways to go about that in the first round, especially if it's not no quarterback. There are ways if that's really what you wanted to do. But EC says if Koonce wants more than $8 million, Azeez Ojulari is younger, has produced longer as a rotational edge, and market value is 7.9. I like that. That's nice. That's nice right there. See, options. There's options. Now, does he have the ceiling that we think Koonce can have? Probably not, right? Because that year what he saw from Koonce was different, special, right? Special shit he was doing. But okay. But it's special what he was doing, bro. But honestly, nah, I don't, we'll see how it goes down here. So Koonce is a guy. I really want to get his answer right now, bro, but I don't really know what the answer is. I mean, I don't really know what the number is. So it's very hard for me to give like a very straight answer. So you know what? We're going to put a pin in that. We're going to put a pin in Koonce for right now. We got to put a pin in Koonce because we do not know what that's a weird contract situation, especially with the injury and all that shit. Like we don't know what it's going to be. So we got to put a pin in that. We got to wait. All right. Next guy, and I'm not even gonna lie, bro. We might do just defensive guys today. Maybe. Well, no, we don't have to do just defensive guys. I ain't gonna lie. Most of the offensive dudes ain't coming back, so we can go ahead and chalk that shit up now. But if we looking right, okay, next guy on defense is another big one, and that's Trayvon Merrick. Right, that is Trayvon Merrick. All right, so do we look for an upgrade or does he get paid? Y'all let me know before I say what I'm gonna say. Now, I want y'all to understand this too. For both of our safeties, as far as Palomar and as far as Merrick, are free agents. They're not the same free agents, though. Trayvon Merrick is an unrestricted free agent, meaning he's free to negotiate and talk to whatever team he likes, right? Now, as far as Palomar, he is a restricted free agent, right? They're free to negotiate and sign with any team, but we to match that offer, right? We're able to do that. We're able to match that offer. So when we're talking about Merrick, I have to bring in Palomar because I have a take that we might that some people might not like, but I've been thinking about this for days, bro. I've been thinking about this shit for days. And here it is. I like Trayvon. I really do. Before this season, I was out. I was like, nah, I'm good. I don't want to pay him. After this year, I'm like, okay, I see what the value is now. I see. This is my problem. I personally think that him and Merrick and Palomar damn near play are playing the same position, right? And think about this. I think both of them are better closer to the line of scrimmage. And what's crazy is we got Merrick to be that center fielder, the guy that can be over the top, play that coverage and all that. But now we see he's better at the line of scrimmage, right? He's better closer, better when he gets physical, get his hands on people. And I think Palomar is the same way, right? I think Palomar is the same way. I like that, right? I like Palomar a lot too. And this is one of those guys I continue to say, I want to see him get a shot. I want to see him get his chance. But for me, where my dilemma is, what I've been thinking about for days, bro, I think Merrick and Palomar ultimately are playing the same position and are going to have to play the same position ultimately, right? So then where does that leave us as a team? We kind of doing shit with one hand tied behind our back because we got two strong safeties, right? Two strong safeties. Now, follow me now. We got two dudes that are closer to the line of scrimmage, and we don't have one that can be a center fielder and play coverage back there or have the real upgraded coverage ability, right? I've talked about Javon Holland till I'm purple in the face. He's a guy that when I talk about center fielder playing coverage, that's what I'm talking about, right? Now, get this. The way now that we know Merrick can play closer to the line of scrimmage, it's a better pairing now for us to go grab a center fielder and say, okay, you play the middle of the field, you play coverage back here like how we had C-Dub back in the day. Not gonna say anybody gonna be C-Dub, but you like how we had it, right? And now we got somebody roaming that middle, that closer line of scrimmage. Back in the day, we keeping the Seahawks reference because of Pete C. Then we talking about Cam Chancellor, Earl Thomas. We have, to be honest, bro, I think we got two Cam Chancellors. Now, I'm not going to say these motherfuckers play like Cam Chancellor because we all know they don't, right? We all know that. But we know what his role was on defense, right? We know what the role was for Chancellor for the Legion of Boom. I think we got two Cam Chancellors and we don't have an Earl Thomas, bro. I really do. And I think it came to bite us in the ass a couple times during the season. But I think we got to find an Earl Thomas type of motherfucker in this defense, bro. I really do. And thus now begs the question, now that I'm done rambling, what would y'all do? Now, in me saying that, right, I'm looking at Trayvon Merrick. His market value, dog, is $15.7 million a year, almost 16 mil. Which, I mean, it's not bad, right? He had a good season. He deserves that money. So I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh, I'm not giving him that. Like, he deserves that bread. But when I look at Isaiah Palomar, right, or as a restricted free agent, you can get that man for dirt cheap. You damn near can get this man for under. I'm not even going. I don't even think it's going to be 5 mil, but you can get him for damn near under 5 mil. You can when you're talking about Palomar, and you can lock him up for multiple years. At least one, at least two. You can get Palomar, right? So, for me, it's a tough decision that's going to have to be made, bro. It's a tough decision that's going to have to be made, bro. And I'm going to be honest. I'm going to fuck around. I'm going to be the first person to say it. I don't know if anybody in the YouTube streets has said it. I don't know what's the deal. I'd bring back Palomar. I would do that. And I would let Trayvon go. I honestly think Trayvon's going to leave anyway, but I would. And this is my reasoning. Before some of y'all hop all on me and call me a fucking idiot, whatever the case, this is my reasoning. I just said it. We got two Cam Chancellors. We don't have an Earl Thomas. Number two, if we're going to talk about that and they kind of play the same role, I'm going to go based off of who gets their hands on the football more, who makes a little bit more plays. Now, I liked what Trayvon did this year, blowing up the linemen and doing all these things, but I've seen Palomar do a couple of them things, but the determining factor for me would be I've seen Palomar get his hands on the ball more, right? Like I've seen Palomar be around the football more than Merrick. And when I say it's like either like every time, bro, like Palomar's around the fumble, he causes forced fumbles around, knocking the pass down, tipping the ball, intercepting the pass. I've seen it every time the man has played, bro. And then this is going back to when Palomar wasn't even a consistent starter, and he's just coming in spots, and he's still making shit happen. Those are traits that I like, right? When I'm talking about my DBs, my safeties, whatever the case, like, are you around the football? Does the ball find you, right? I think the ball finds Palomar, and this is the thing that I was so disappointed with Trayvon as his career unfolds. Like, he doesn't get his hands on the ball, doesn't intercept the ball, knocks pass down very seldom, right? So I don't really see that from him, and I thought that was going to be a strength coming in, right? So for me, bro, I'll be the first person to say it. I love Trayvon, and I appreciate everything he has done in a Raider uniform. For me, some of y'all, I see what y'all saying, but for me, I let him go. I let him go. I would let him go. Now, do I think Palomar can play the center fielder? Yeah, but I think he's better suited in that Cam Chancellor role, and we get a guy like Javon Holland. We get a guy like Javon Holland that can play that. Now we got two safeties that are suited for their roles perfectly, I believe. So that'll be me. And it's tough. This is one of the tough ones, right? This is one of the tough ones, bro. But sometimes we got to make them decisions. I'd let Trayvon go for that 15 mil. I'd save that money and be able to probably sign somebody else with that 15 mil. And with Palomar, I'm only giving up about, let's just say I pay this man about like $3.5 million over the cap, 2 years, right? So now he counts about 7 mil, right? Let's just say he counts about 7 mil over the cap. That's nothing, bro. Holland won't be an option. Then what? Then I go to the draft. And I find one in the draft because there are multiple ones in the draft. That I think we can fuck around and get. Not gonna lie. Because again, that's 15 mil, bro. That is 15 mil. If we don't get Javon Holland, sure. But I like Watts out of Notre Dame. I think he's nice. Again, I like Makuba. He's nice. There are multiple guys that we can continue to look at that I think can replace the production. But again, I think somebody's going to throw some big money at him too. I think somebody's going to throw some huge money at the man. Where it's like, how can you say no? Let me see. He had 2 fumbles in the same game. Yes, 100%. 2 fumbles. And I mean, I saw somebody talk about, I don't like me. I don't know how much faith y'all have in Trey Taylor. I don't know how much faith y'all have in Trey Taylor. And I know some of y'all might be like, oh man, no way Rundown is letting Mary go. I kind of would, bro. I've been a Palomar fan. I think he deserves a shot too to get in there. Now they could re-sign both, but personally, I really do think they play. Now that I'm looking at it, I think they're playing the same damn way. So I would like to give somebody the chance to really hone in the skills and not really play somebody out of position, right? Like I don't like doing that. I hate doing that. Let me see. So Raider P says, got to make Merrick an offer he can't refuse and also keep Palomar trusted duo. I mean, yeah and no. Like for me, bro, I just don't see the ultimate coverage ability that we would need for one of those dudes to be a true free safety. Like I don't see that, bro. I don't see that. I don't see that at all. Merrick had a better year than Holland. If you're going to pay top dollar for Holland, why not just keep Trayvon? He knows Graham's system. Because again, Dev, I think they don't play the same way, bro. They don't play the same way. Miami's defense this year was booty as a whole, but I don't think they play the same way, bro. Like now that I see Trayvon needs to play closer to the line of scrimmage. He does. He needs to play closer to the line of scrimmage. I think Palomar needs to play closer to the line of scrimmage. To be honest, I really do. And for me, this 1 year is not going to dictate the fact that I still think he's one of the best safeties in football. That don't change that for me, bro. Like that man is still a top 5 safety as far as Javon Holland in maybe top 3 for real in football. So I can't. I'm not going to take that 1 year and be like, oh, throw it away, bro. Like, nah. Isaiah Palomar signs $4 million for 3-4 years. Hey, bro, if that's the case, look, that's what I'm saying. You getting that peanuts. Them is peanuts, right? Like for what he does. And I honestly think he has a chance to get his hands on the football more. I've seen it. I've seen Palomar get his hands on the football way more. Now let me look. Oh, the USC said he's coming out. Hey, I like him. There is. Oh, I don't know if he's coming out, but there was one from Ohio State, but I don't know if he's coming out this year. That'd probably be next year. But I fuck with him too, man. He's nice. Trayvon numbers was way better all around. Holland will cause close to Trayvon. Again, bro, they don't play the same way. They are not playing the same way. I'm asking Javon Holland to sit back there and play more coverage ability and take away shit deep. While I'm asking Trayvon now, he's going to have to play closer to the line of scrimmage, taking on, the linebacker, taking on the line, trying to take on running backs closer to the line of scrimmage, which I'm not mad at. He can do. I'm not sitting there saying he can't do it. But again, I think Palomar can do that. So, right, this is where I'm looking, bro. If I think Palomar can do that, and Palomar is bigger, faster, in my opinion, can get his hands on the football more, in my opinion, I feel like if I have those traits, why wouldn't I pay the dude that I feel like is going to create more plays? That's just me, right? Who's going to create more plays. I don't care about age or whatever the case. That's not an issue. But I just think Palomar creates more plays, right? Like if I'm sitting here and I'm like, oh yeah, bro, just look at what happened last year. Like, yeah, I like what Trayvon was doing, but at the same time, as far as getting hands on the football, causing turnovers, that's the name of the game. Palomar does that. He does that. Even on Madden, this sounds funny, but even on Madden, Palomar play better than Merrick. That's funny. You know what's funny? He's not lying. If you play Madden for real, he's not lying. But I just think I think, it's a tough decision to have. It's a tough decision to make. Now, if they keep him, I'm not going to sit here and be mad. I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, it's a fucking stupid decision. Why would we keep this man? No. But for me, bro, like this is football talk, football discussion. I really do feel like him and Palomar damn near play the same position. That's just me, right? That's just me. Now, if we re-sign him, so be it. Let's do it. Let's rock with it. But, that's just me. Now, some people are going to be mad at the fact I said that, but it is what it is, bro. Again, I'm not here to be friends and to make everybody feel fucking good about the situation. I mean, shit, sometimes we got to have tough conversations, and sometimes it's going to piss some people off. So be it. So the fuck be it. I'm not here to appease everybody's opinions, and I'm not here to fuck around and agree with every creator out this bitch and everybody else in it. Sometimes the opinions is different. And that's okay. That's how it should be. That's how we grow, right? That's how we find what's the better solution for what we can do. Sometimes I'm right, sometimes I'm wrong. Fuck it. But we gonna come out here and we gonna stand on 10 toes on what we believe. It is what it is. Now, next person that we look at, right? I think that's the last. No. I see one. Janarius Robinson, right? Janarius Robinson is another. I think we cut him. I think that. Go ahead, get that out. Holland's market value on Spotrac is actually lower than Merrick's, 15.1 versus 15.9. Well, another. Look, this is the thing too, bro. We got depth. We do got depth. So if we do lose Merrick, it's not like a bad thing. I do like Harper. I do want to see if Trey Taylor can be good depth. I just want to see if he can do good depth. I want to see Chris Smith a little too, man, but he's been in the league for a minute, so I don't know what the fuck going on with him. But do want to see that for a minute. Let me see, man. But we looking. Our next guy, Janarius Robinson. Do we keep? Does he get paid, or do we look for the upgrade? I think we all know what the fuck this is, bro. I think we all know what's going on with Janarius Robinson. He's out. He's gone. He's done. We should all go ahead and note that up right there, that he's not going to be back. So next person that we got to talk about, which is honestly, he's going last. Like, we're talking about him last, but he should be the first person re-signed. Like, out of all of it, out of all of it that we've talked about. This man should be getting his money first, and we all know who it is, bro. It's Rob Spillane. Big Spill should be getting his bread first. We've talked about all these people, but it's kind of fitting that he would be the last name, right? He's the last name because this motherfucker does deserve the praise, the shine, and he deserves every red cent. Every red cent, right? This motherfucker should have been re-signed yesterday. All right, when I'm talking about Spillane. Now, he's going on 30 years of age. That doesn't really concern me. I don't really give a fuck about that. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't care. I don't care that he's going there on the 30 years of age. I'm looking at the market value because this is the thing, right? We continue to talk about the money. Look at Spillane's market value now. 10.4, right? 10.4. We can't just spend 10 everywhere, right? 10, 15 everywhere. And then when we get to regular free agency, we look and we're like, oh shit, we probably just spent too much bread than we should have. Right now, we can't fucking sign some other dudes that would probably be an upgrade over what the fuck we have. Right? So that's just me. But Spillane, bro, the contract value is 10.4 mil. 10.4 on the average salary. Right? That's it. Dog, 2 years. For 2 years, 2 to 3. He needs to get his goddamn money yesterday. All right? Staying in under all that duress, right, last season, where he's got a rotating door of motherfuckers coming in and out of that defense he's got to try to green dot for, right? I mean, goddamn, they signed them motherfuckers off the strip the way that shit was going last year, bro. I mean, you wouldn't have shocked me at all if there was a motherfucker outside with a sign that says, do you want to play for the Raiders defense last year? You wouldn't have shocked me at all. But yeah, here we are, bro. We still working, putting in that work, still commanding the defense every game, all 17, bro. Didn't miss a fucking snap. Got hurt one time in one game, and we all thought this shit is over for him this year, the way this is going. Came back in and didn't miss a snap after. That's a motherfucker I want on the team. That's somebody I want on the squad. That's somebody I want on the squad. No question. Right? Like, we have some of these tough conversations with some of these guys. And the reason I can have some of these tough conversations is because some of these dudes have been here for like 4 years. We've drafted some of these dudes, right? Shit. I mean, we've seen them from puppies to now. All right. It ain't that much impressive. But the motherfucker we got right here where as a history of a team where you sign these free agents is not really successful, this right here was one of the best signings we could have made in recent memory. Needs to be re-signed. 100%. That's a Raider. That's a Raider 100%. Pass on Robertson. Let me explain something to you. Sign him, stack talent around him 100%. Now, right? We let pass on Robinson. Yeah. We let in this scenario for us. Remember, we having all these tough conversations, but in our scenario, we let Devine walk. Again, if we can replace that with Dre Greenlaw, a year removed from his injury, you goddamn right I'm gonna do that. If I could put fucking Dre Greenlaw next to Robert Spillane, watch the fuck out. Watch the fuck out. If I don't want to do that, and I want to fuck around and go in the draft, there are some guys in the draft. Chris Paul from Ole Miss. We talking about, I think my guy Dre for show said Bassa from Oregon. I like him, right? The Jihad Campbell from goddamn Alabama. Another, bro. We can find some people to have talent around Spillane, but I definitely think if you're talking about our defense, we must build around Max and Spillane. Build around them, bro. Build a tough physical defense that these two dudes know they can go to war with. Right? And I think there are a bunch of other guys that we do have on there, but more that they can go to war with. So only 10.4 for Robert Spillane, no question. That's an automatic re-sign. So let's go ahead and chalk that up. Let's see what that looks like when we put it in. We're left with $61 million, folks. 61 mil. Okay? We left with 61 mil. Now let me see what y'all talking about. Snowden is a 6'7" linebacker, though. That's why Snowden is still on the fucking team, because he's 6'7". And he wasn't playing terribly. It was a wonder how he stayed on the fucking squad after that drunk driving fiasco, but here we are. Here we are. But when you're 6'7", 2-something, some people find a way to skate past it, huh? When you have that. Jason says, when it comes to effort, Spill is as close to max as it gets. Can't teach that. Improved his passion, cover skills, and he needs his check. Yeah, I think he's improved with the pass for sure. I mean, I know that was when we signed him at first, I was like, bro, this motherfucker can't cover. He wouldn't be able to cover ground. But yeah, here we are. Right? Here we are. And that's why 100%, bro. I don't have no problem being wrong when it's for these reasons. Right? When there's a good reason, if I don't think somebody could do something and I'm wrong on that, that's usually good. That's usually good. And so you always want to hear that. Knight from South Carolina, another. You can get a linebacker. It's not a deep linebacker class, but you can get one this year. You can definitely get one. Woo, Everett. I've been saying Greenlaw for Diablo too. If not him, Ernest Jones. Okay. Willie Gay, Jermaine Sherwood would work too. Yeah, not bad names, bro. I think all upgrades over what Diablo is, right? All upgrades over what Diablo could provide. But Dre Greenlaw is tippy top. Like, bro, you get that shit right there with what I know Spillane is doing, bro. Hey, man, if a hole opens up and these motherfuckers got clear runway to your running back, may the Lord help you. That's all I'm saying. I want to see two linebackers with they fucking heads on fire, dog. Like, that's what I want to see. Smacking shit. I don't want to see this soft shit no more. When we talking about our linebackers, bro, getting blocked by fucking receivers and this and that, not shedding blocks and getting to running backs. I don't want to see that shit no more, bro. When I watch our linebackers now, I want to see fucking heads flying back. That's what I want to see. I shouldn't see no running back be able to catch you for pass blocking. Fuck that. Knock this motherfucker back. That's what I want to see. Aggressiveness, bro. And from Diablo, I didn't see it. Didn't see it where I should have. Right? So if we can replace that with somebody that I know is a dog, right? He's hunting. And Greenlaw, that motherfucker's coming to knock your shit off. Yes. 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 That's what I'm talking about, bro. If y'all don't understand already by now, that type of shit gets me excited. Right? If I see somebody coming in and knocking the motherfucker's block off, bro, like that shit, that's football. That's what it is, bro. Not the finesse shit. I don't like, and we always love to see, these guys now, they're tweeners and that can cover and that can do all these things. But at the core of the game, bro, it's all about who's gonna win this physical battle, bro. At the core of the game, it's never gonna go away from that. So the finesse shit, in certain positions, sure, you can have some finesse shit, but with linebacker, bro, that's always going to be a position you got to check nuts. Always. Never going to be a situation where you're a linebacker and you ain't going to have to show that toughness at a certain point, the physicality. So, y'all 100% right, bro. I think we can find some upgrades. We can get that Dre Greenlaw. Let's do it in. Let's get it in. But anybody that was just said right now, I think could be an upgrade for sure. I don't know. I think he goes back. That's when I think he goes back because I think they're going to keep Bolton, lose Trey Smith. I think that's what goes down for Kansas City. And honestly, I would take Trey Smith over Nick Bolton if you asked me which one I would like. But yeah, that's another. That's another. If he had a chance, hey, dog, that's another one, bro. Because I think after Chris Jones, bro, Nick Bolton is the one that makes that defense tick. No, I think Nick Bolton is the one that makes that defense go. For real. So that'd be another one I like. So now, I mean, bro, let's look at what we got. I mean, damn, it's a long show. So we might maybe look at offense for another show. Might do offense tomorrow. Fuck it. It is what it is, bro. But let me see, man. Let me see what's going on. I got to go check on Baby Rundown real quick, right? It's damn near my shift, so I got to make sure he's still down. But let's go ahead and finish up the defense real quick. Luke Masterson, right? Get paid or look for an upgrade. Now, keep in mind, bro, Luke Masterson, bro, that's special teams. That is not going to be on the defensive side of the ball, and he is a restricted free agent, which means that we basically, we can get him if we want him. If we want to match a contract, we can have him. But Luke Masterson, how y'all feeling? For a depth perception and just for like special teams, I'd say re-sign him if that's what you wanted to do. But you can get some other guys. I think you can get some other guys for Luke Masterson and get him up out of here. So maybe I think we can look for an upgrade there. So get Luke Masterson gone. Who else? Who else we looking? Who else we? Matthew Butler. These are now exclusive free agents. So any player with fewer than 3 seasons and an expired contract, if the original team offers him a 1-year contract at league minimum, the player cannot negotiate with any more teams. So these are all these guys, right? Matthew Butler. We can let, like, for me, I mean, I look for an upgrade for Matthew Butler. That's just depth piece, but I look for the upgrade, bro. You know, see if we can get a little better there. So Caillou Blue Kelly. Never saw him like that. So probably look for the upgrade cut there. Kanai Malga. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I ain't like the way his beard looked in his helmet, dog. So I cut him off of that. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like I didn't see most of this man's play, but I didn't like the way he looked in his fucking uniform, bro. Sometimes, bro. Sometimes you just gotta. When it comes down to it, right? They didn't play too many snaps and shit. You like, all right, bro. Just what does he look like? All right, just sometimes you just gotta go off the looks and looks. Like beard taking up half the shit. The whole shoulder pads is all up here and shit. Nah. Get him out of here. Get him out of here. Get him out of here. I don't know who the fuck this man is, bro. I don't know who he is. I don't know what he was doing. I can't do that, bro. So Malcolm can dip. I think we can upgrade there. What Charles Snowden, right? Apparently, you can fuck around and crash your car and think you're in fucking a whole nother state and still be on the squad. So I think Charles Snowden might be. I mean, but that was AP, so maybe, you know, Pete Carroll not playing that shit. So probably he's gonna be gone. But he is 6'7". He did play okay last year, so I'm not gonna be shocked if he's kept either. But yo, this motherfucker didn't know what planet he was on. All right, he didn't know what fucking planet he was on in that goddamn car. That car looked like that shit was doing an ollie, right? That shit, motherfucking bro. Tony Hawk couldn't have did a better grinding ollie on that goddamn curve the way he had that shit, dog. There's no way, right? But AP kept him, right? And probably because of the measurements, like we always say in football, sometimes that lets you look the other way, right? In sports, let's just fuck that in sports in general, right? I mean, if a motherfucker got the traits, a lot of coaches are gonna, you feel me? Like that's just how it is, bro. That's just how shit goes. But hey, salute Death Papa. Yeah, you would have thought this motherfucker was Batman. The way this motherfucker was grinding on that goddamn curve like that, man. That shit is crazy. But yet here we are, bro. They tell, hey, where are you? You know where you at, Charles? That motherfucker said, yeah, Florida. I'm in fucking Tampa. What? What the fuck did he say? I know he didn't say he was in Vegas, dog. I don't know what the fuck he said, but I know he was incoherent. He had no idea where he was. Different planets. All right, different planets. So for real, bro, for real. If it was me, Snowden would be back. So Snowden would not be back if it was me. I don't think he'll be back anyway with Pete Carroll. So that'd be a pass for me. I can't fuck with that. Not when you doing that dumb shit like that. Nah, I can't do that. That was too stupid. And then Sam Webb, last one, right? Oh, bro, it was that bad. Hold on, let me see if my guy Prez still got it up on the thing, bro. Because the way this man car was, bro. There's no excuse for this man to be back. I'm sorry. There was no fucking excuse. Let me see it. Prez still got to have it on there, man. If you still here, Prez, I know you still got that. I know you still got that Charles Snowden picture up here. Hold on. Let me see something. Where is it? I got to scroll down pretty far. Give me a second. As I look for this, right? Let's start thinking about the offensive guys that we'll keep, and we'll push that to the next show, right? Because, you know, I like taking my time, right? I like taking my time. I don't want to rush. So we'll take our time with the offense, just like we did with the defense today, and do all that. But come on, man, scroll. That shit was pretty far down in the season, wasn't it? That shit was pretty far down in the season. Okay, there we go. Hold on. We getting close. I know we getting close. Shit at, bro. Where is that shit at? If not, I'm gonna look for that. I'm finding it. Now I'm determined because I want to see. Uh-oh, here we go. Here we go. There we go. I think we're getting close. I just saw something about getting benched. Yes, sir. All right. Found that thing. I love it when a plan comes together, bro. I love it when a plan comes together. Share the screen. Look at this shit, bro. Look at this shit. Look at the card. Look at the card. Like, you could have fooled me, dog. This mother, you could have fooled me. I have no idea what the fuck he was thinking. Look at where it's at. Perfectly aligned as well, bro. Like, the shit's not teetering. The shit don't even look like it's a hazard. It looked like he actually meant to park the shit there. I'm not even gonna lie, bro. It looked like he meant to park that shit right where he parked it. So it's very wild how he was able to come back off of this right here. And then let me see if the video is up. Is the video up? Oh man, look at this shit right here. Like, I don't know if the video's up, but you probably can look. You probably can search that shit up right there, bro. I'm telling you, that shit looked like he gently placed that shit there and said, "All right, bro, I'm home," and got out the car. He said he sideways parallel parked. How the fuck did this happen? I just want to know, bro. I just don't understand. But here we are, man. We done, man, for the defense. I think we got the defense together, right? So for our defensive guys, again, let's look at who we signed, how much money we have. So we're going to keep this number, right? We're going to keep this number going in, and we're going to continue this theme because we gotta kind of look at the plan unfolding. Now, the plan that unfolding is, of course, what I would do, kind of personally, and also what I think the Raiders might do as well. But we'll see how it unfolds as we go. But looking at the players that we kept, right? We kept Adam Butler, Kayvon Chason. We kept Nate Hobbs. We kept Darnay Holmes, right? Koonce, we put a pin in, and I will have an answer for you the next time we do our offensive guys for free agents. I'll have that answer, I promise. I got to think about that one a little bit more. But we say that one for now, right? We made our first tough decision of the free agency in saying we let Trayvon test his worth in free agency, but in also saying we keep Isaiah Palomau for the cheap, right? So we keep Isaiah Palomau for the cheap. We let Trayvon test his worth. We kept Robert Spillane, right? He comes back as well. We let Luke Masterson walk. He's gone. All right. We let Butler walk. He's gone. Malga's gone, right? Snowden's gone. We didn't talk about Sam Webb. I would keep Sam Webb. I would definitely keep Sam Webb for the depth factor. I definitely like his length and you know what he can provide as far as a physical specimen. And I feel like every time he's gotten there, he hasn't done too terribly. But he's not gonna cost much. It's only like $1 million, you know, maybe like $1 million for a year or two. So let's just say they get him for one more year. It's another year. So minus, hold on. You know, I gotta keep the number. All right. Bam. So after all the guys that we have resigned, brought back on the defensive side of the ball, we are now left with a whopping almost $61 million, right? We're left with almost $61 million left. And that is before we get into our offensive guys. Now, for our offensive guys, bro, like there's not a lot of guys I'd keep. Not a lot of guys that's going to come back. Not a lot of guys that's like going to count, you know, for big ass money like that, bro. I really don't see it. Not for offense. Because I mean, let's keep it a beam, bro. Let's keep it honest. The offense is getting retooled. The offense is getting reshaped, right? So Chip Kelly and Pete and all them, they're gonna bring in who they want. So some of the guys that are like free agents right now, like we can pretty much let them go. So it's fine. But then we'll talk about that next show as well. You know, we'll get into that. We'll start getting into a little bit of who do we sign outside, you know, of the team. So free agents that we can bring in. So we definitely got to, you know, speak on those things. What can we do there? And then we'll get into the real mock draft season, right? Real mock draft season. I was going to do a mock draft today, and I know I said that. But again, I want to go ahead and do, you know, the timeline of events the right way. Re-sign our guys, kind of give y'all a timeline of what I would do personally. Getting our guys. What guys can we look at as far as free agents outside of here? Who would I look at as well? And then we can do it the right way and going into the mock drafts. And now we have a list of, okay, we spent this amount of money. these players came back that were ours, homegrown. We got these guys in free agency to upgrade the roster. Now, what are the holes that are left, right? What are the holes that are left that we can fill with the draft? So that's kind of my thought process and how it goes. And of course, when we actually make those moves, right? Because a lot of these, especially when we start talking about our guys and, you know, guys outside of this, predictions, right? This is kind of my prediction, how we're going to go. But especially when we start making the moves, we have a clear understanding of what we need to do, right? Very clear understanding. So make sure you guys are tapping on like button, right? Tap on that subscribe button if you felt what you're hearing as well. We'll go probably live either tomorrow or Monday. We will figure it out. But make sure you guys are either tapping in with my Twitter or you tapping in with the YouTube post that I do, man, to give y'all the updates on when I will go live, what time it will be, all that good stuff. But y'all know what time it is. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe button. All right. Make sure you keep your notifications on because throughout the offseason, we're going to be doing lives like this, just talking ball, man, getting into it. So make sure you guys put the notifications on. Much love to everybody. And you already know what I say here on the Rundown, man. We keep it authentic from the clouds to the ground here on the Raider Rundown. Y'all stay safe. Have a great rest of y'all weekend, and I will see y'all soon. Peace.
I need a bad bitch with an accent. Serving in peace, still taxing. Just got tapped for the young cash app. Moonwalking like a young Mike Jackson. Yeah, shots to the head. Ride clean and it's still fuck feds. Realest nigga and it's on my kids. So who the fuck gon' wanna test me, bitch?